After studying this module, you should be able to know about the principles of self actualization, understand the standards of self actualization, learn about why people cannot achieve self actualization, understand how one can become self actualized, analyze the basic assumptions underlying love, sex, and self actualizing individuals, know about the peak experience, and evaluate the impact of peak experience. After studying about self actualization in the previous module, now it can be summarized that self actualizing individuals have a tendency to emphasize happening difficulties external to themselves. They devise a vivacious wisdom of whatever is correct as well as what is incorrect, are extemporaneous as well as imaginative, as well as are not too stringent about societal agreements. Maslow assumed that a very minor proportion of individuals reach a definitive level of mental well being known as actualization of the self. Maslow observed that self actualized persons have an enhanced understanding of realism, genuinely acknowledge oneself and others, and also cope with numerous difficulties and also believed to be spontaneous individuals. These actualized persons remained autonomous as well as reserved with respect to their situation as well as culture, particularly relating to one's own discrete development on capabilities as well as innate resources. Maslow came up with distinct 15 characteristics that described an actualizing person, even though it is not necessary that all those who are actualizers hold separately all these features to the identical degree. Maslow has specified the human need of self actualization as exceptional consideration. He carefully selected 48 individuals who were set apart from other beings for his investigation on self actualization and then came up with certain features shared by all these individuals. The chief human values are understood to be connected with self actualization. Some of these characteristics listed by Maslow were endeavoring for well being, the pursuit for distinctiveness as well as independence, and the desire for distinction, the necessity for the growth of the vital human nature, a burden in the direction of an integrated personality, in the direction of impulsive articulacy towards identity as well as total independence, headed for perceiving the fact instead of being sightless, in the direction of being upright in contrast to being immoral, in addition to headed for imagination, the requirement for the accomplishment of being fully human. Thus, Maslow believed that mental illness, in contrary, is remaining left from this humaneness. Maslow anticipated that his determinations at relating the actualizing individuals will in due course result in an episodic slab relating to the types of abilities, difficulties, pathologies, as well as explanations representative of advanced degree of the potential of human being. In due course, he started emphasizing his entire focus to the humanistic psychology as well as capabilities of an individual rather than on the model which were established by him.
Standards for self actualization. Abraham Maslow continued his pursuit for the self actualizing persons. On the basis of his research, he identified certain doctrines which he felt that self actualizing individuals should possess. According to Maslow, four criteria must be met before a person achieves self actualization, and these are absence of psychopathology, satisfaction of each of the four lower level needs, full realization of one's potentials for growth, and acceptance of the B values. Absence of psychopathology. Maslow's first standard for self actualizing individuals was that they should be free from psychopathology. These individuals should neither be neurotic nor psychotic and should not be suffering from any kind of psychological disturbances, as it was observed that some of the characteristics of neurotic, psychotic, and self actualized individuals are similar, such as heightened sense of reality, mystical experiences, creativity, and detachment from other people. Maslow excluded from the list of conceivable self actualizing people anyone who exhibited clear signs of psychopathology, excluding some psychosomatic illnesses. Satisfaction of each of the four lower levels needs. Maslow's second criteria for self actualizing individuals is that these people should advance through the hierarchy of needs and hence lived above the maintenance level of existence and had never faced threat to their safety. Such individuals have experienced love and have an adequate amount of self worth. Thus, as they have fulfilled their lower order needs, these people were in a position to accept the obstruction of these needs even in the face of disapproval and contempt. Hence, these individuals are apt of loving a varied range of people but have no compulsion to love everyone. Full realization of one's potentials for growth. The third criteria which Maslow highlighted was that self actualizing individuals were having or strived for what he defined as the B values. These individuals were seeking for or was comfortable with such traits as truth, beauty, justice, simplicity, humor, and each of the B values which we have already discussed in the previous module. Acceptance of the B values. The fourth and the last criteria, which according to Maslow was necessary for achieving self actualization, was full use and optimal exploitation of one's potential, talents, capabilities, abilities, etc. In other words, his self actualizing individual fulfilled their needs to grow, to develop, and to gradually become what they were capable of becoming. Some of the principles highlighted by Abraham Maslow are: the typical personality is categorized by unity, integration, consistency, and coherence. Organization is the ordinary state, and disorganization is pathological. The organism can be analyzed by distinguishing its measures, but no measure can be studied in isolation. The whole functions according to laws that cannot be found in the parts. The organism has one independent drive, that of self actualization. Individuals make every effort consistently to realize their innate potential by whatever possibilities are open to them. The influence of the external environment on normal development is negligible. The organism's potential, if acceptable to make known by an appropriate environment, will produce a healthy assimilated personality. The in-depth study of one individual is more beneficial than the broad exploration of many persons. The redemption of the human being is not to be found in either behaviorism or in psychoanalysis, as one focuses on the darker, unpleasant side of the individual. We must deal with the issues related to value, individuality, consciousness, purpose, ethics, and the higher reaches of human nature. Psychopathology, by and large, is the consequence from the denial, frustration, or twisting of our important nature. Therapy of any sort is a means of re-establishing an individual to the path of self-actualization and progress along the lines dictated by their inner nature. When the four basic needs have been satisfied, the growth need or self actualization need arises. A new dissatisfaction and restlessness will grow unless the individual is doing what he individually is fitted for. A musician must make music, an artist must paint, and a poet must write. In short, what people can be, they must be. Why can't all people achieve self actualization? Abraham Maslow assumed that usually almost all individuals have the need to attain inner fulfillment. He undertook a lot of research, and on the basis of that, he came up with the conclusion that the impulse towards realizing one's potentialities is both normal and necessary. In spite of that, only a minority of the individuals who are gifted ever achieve it. He said that less than 1% of the population usually is able to achieve it. In part, he assumed that this exceedingly unsuccessful state of affairs happens because many people are simply blind to their potential. They neither know that it exists nor understand the rewards of self enhancement. In contrast, these individuals tend to doubt and even fear their own abilities, in doing so, weakening their chances of becoming self actualized. In addition, the social environment often suppresses the attainment of self fulfillment. How one can become self actualized. Abraham Maslow undertook extensive research not only to understand what characteristics are possessed by self actualizing individuals but also how some behavior can result in self actualization. Maslow, in his last book, The Farther Reaches of Human Nature, 1971, listed certain ways in which individuals can self actualize. He came up with 8 or 9 behaviors most important to self-actualization. These 8 ways, which signifies the assumption of Maslow's thinking on self-actualization, assuming responsibility for one's action. Taking responsibility for one's actions are important elements in self-actualizing persons. Individuals should have the courage to accept responsibility of what he undertakes, whether its outcome is positive or vice versa. Concentration and working hard. Generally, we are comparatively conscious of what is going on within or around us. For instance, maximum bystanders report altered form of the identical happening. Maslow in 1971 believed that self-actualization refers to experiencing fully, vividly, selflessly, with full concentration and total absorption. On the other hand, we have all experienced movements of heightened awareness and intense involvement. Movements in life at some point of time that Maslow would call self actualizing tendency. Thus, to become self actualized, one should work hard with full commitment towards accomplishment of one's goals in positive direction. Honesty. Another factor which Maslow mentioned was honesty. He felt that these two were essential elements in self actualizing. According to Maslow, rather than pose and give answers that are calculated to please another or to make ourselves look good, we can look within for the answers. Each time we do so, we get in touch with our inner selves, trying new things rather than sticking to old ones. Another way in which one can achieve self actualization is the manner in which one makes choices for growth. Time and again, we are compelled to decide between growth and safety, between progressing and regressing. Consequently, each choice has its positive and its negative characteristics. If one chooses safety, it indicates that they continue with the known and the familiar, but to risk becoming stimulated and state. To choose growth is to open oneself to new and challenging experiences, but to risk the unknown and possible failure. Self awareness refers to the process in which an individual becomes more aware of his inner nature and act in accordance with it. This indicates that we choose for ourselves whether we like certain films, books, ideas, irrespective of others' opinions. Trusting one's judgment. The first 5 characteristics helps us progress the dimensions for better life choices. Maslow contemplates that when we listen to our instincts, it helps in making more precise judgments about what is constitutionally right for each of us, like better choice in art, music, and food, as well as in chief life decisions such as marriage and a career. We learn to trust our own judgment and our own inner feelings and to act in view of that. Self development. It indicates trying to identify one's deficiencies and differences and overcoming them. Self actualization is referred to a recurrent procedure of developing one's potentialities. It indicates using one's capabilities and intelligence and functioning to do well the thing that one wants to do. Abundant talent or intelligence is not equivalent as self actualization. Many gifted people fail to use their abilities fully, while others with possibly only average talents undertake a great deal. Self actualization is not a thing that somebody either has or does not have. It is a never ending progression of making one's real potential. It brings up to a way of persistently living, working, and associating to the world in contrast to a particular achievement. Peak experiences. Peak experiences are momentary movements of self actualization. Maslow believed that during peak experience, one is more integrated, more aware of oneself and of the world. At such spells, one thinks, acts, and feels most obviously and precisely. One is more loving and accepting of others, have less inner conflict and anxiety, and are better able to put our dynamics to constructive use. Some people enjoy more peak experiences than others. For the most part, those Maslow's called transcending self actualizers. Lack of ego defenses. An additional phase in self actualization is to be aware of our ego defenses and to be able to drop them when suitable. To do so, we must become more aware of the ways in which we misrepresent our images of ourselves and of the outside world through repression, projection, and other defenses. Self actualizing individuals do not love another individual for the reason that they expect something in return. They purely love and are loved by others. Maslow linked D love, deficiency love, to B love, love for being or essence of another person. It has been observed that the love of self-actualizing individual by no means damaging to the others. It is that thoughtful kind of love that lets the lovers be comfortable, open and non-secretive. For Maslow, the love between the two be lovers ever so often becomes a mystical experience. Even though they are vigorously people completely enjoying love, sex, food, and other intense pleasures of life, self actualizers are not controlled by sex. They can move easily, tolerate the absence of sex because they have no deficiency need for it. Sexual activity between B lovers is not always a heightened emotional experience. Sometimes it is taken quite lightly in the spirit of playfulness and humor, but this approach is to be expected because playfulness and humor are B values, and like the other B values, they are an important part of a self actualizer's life. Maslow and peak experiences. Those individuals who are self actualized time and again have what Maslow referred to as peak experiences or moments of extreme joy, wonder, amazement, and ecstasy. Subsequently, after these experiences, people feel stimulated, reinforced, transformed, or strengthened. In other words, peak experiences are specifically joyous and exciting moments in the life of every individual. Maslow summarizes that peak experiences are usually inspired by intense feelings of love, exposure to great art or music, or the overpowering beauty of nature. All peak experiences may be effectively assumed as completions of the activity or what the Gestalt psychologists refer to as closure. Essentially, everyone has had a number of peak experiences, even though we often take them for granted. One's responses while looking at a vibrant sunset or listening to a moving section of music are illustrations of peak experiences. Maslow believed that peak experiences tend to be elicited by intense motivating occurrences. It looks as if any experience of real excellence, of real perfection, tends to produce a peak experience. These understandings may also be initiated by tragic events. Recuperating from depression or a serious illness or confronting death can initiate extreme moments of love and joy. The lives of many individuals are occupied with long stages of virtual distraction, absence of participation, or even boredom. By contrast, peak experiences understood in the extensive sense are those moments when we become deeply involved, excited by, and observed in the world. The most influential peak experiences are somewhat uncommon. According to Maslow, the utmost peaks comprises feelings of boundless horizons, opening up to the vision, the feeling of being. At the same time, more powerful and also more helpless than one ever was before, the feeling of great ecstasy and wonder and awe, the loss of placing in time and space. They have been represented by poets as movements of ecstasy, by the religious as deep mystical experiences. Maslow designated peak experience as an incredible strengthening of any of the experiences in which there is loss of self or transcendence of self. It is a blissful emotional experience and related to what religious people might call an aesthetic mystical experience where the detachments come to a close. Maslow found these peak experiences difficult to describe. Their noteworthy impact is during which a person feels more whole, alive, self sufficient, and yet a part of the world, more aware of truth, justice, harmony, goodness, and so on. Peak experiences has the capacity to arouse growth and cause one to change in a philosophical way. Self actualizing people have many such peak experiences. Thus, it can be concluded that these peak experiences or states of flow are the images of the understanding of one's human potential and symbolize the elevation of personality development. For Maslow, peak experiences are temporary state in which people feels intense happiness. He believed that it was only when people recognized this that they were open to settle down into personal well-being and happiness. He established that not all self-actualizing people had peak experiences, but said that people who experienced peak experiences were more satisfied in comparison to those who did not have peak experiences. Effects of peak experiences. There are several beneficial results once a person becomes self actualized. They are the following: the removal of neurotic symptoms, a tendency to view oneself in a more healthy way, change in one's view of other people and of one's relation with them, change in one's view of the world, the release of creativity, spontaneity, and expressiveness, a tendency to remember the experience and to try to duplicate it, a tendency to view life in general as more worthwhile.
Now let us summarize this module. Maslow observed that self actualized individuals had an enhanced insight of reality, genuinely accepted themselves, others, and the world, and also had to cope with many problems and were also believed to be impulsive people. Abraham Maslow chose 48 extraordinary human beings for his study on self actualization and then came up with certain features shared by all of these individuals. On the basis of his research, he identified certain doctrines which he felt that self actualizing individuals should possess. According to Maslow, four criteria must be met before a person achieves self actualization, and these are: 1. Absence of psychopathology, satisfaction of each of the four lower level needs; third, full realization of one's potential for growth; and fourth, acceptance of the B values. He listed few principles of self actualizing individuals. For Maslow, psychopathology by and large is the consequence from the denial, frustration, or twisting of our important nature. He felt that the in depth study of one individual is more beneficial than the broad exploration of many persons of an inaccessible psychological function. He said that less than 1% of the population usually is able to achieve self actualization. He assumed that this exceedingly unsuccessful state of affairs happens because many people are simply blind to their potential. They neither know that it exists nor understand the rewards of self enhancement. Maslow, in his last book, The Farther Reaches of Human Nature, listed certain ways in which individuals can self actualize. He came up with 8 behaviors most important to self actualization. These 8 ways, which signifies the assumption of Maslow's thinking on self actualization. Peak experiences are specifically joyous and exciting moments in the life of every individual. Maslow summarizes that peak experiences are usually inspired by intense feelings of love, exposure to great art or music, or the overpowering beauty of nature. Maslow designated peak experience as an incredible strengthening of any of the experiences in which there is loss of self or transcendence of self. For Maslow, peak experiences are temporary states in which people feel intense happiness. There are several beneficial results once a person becomes self actualized. For instance, the removal of neurotic symptoms.